Yes, beta, we were doing principles of inheritance and variation. These important terms I had already done with you. Do you remember or you have forgotten everything? Yes, beta. We were doing the 7 variations taken by Mendel, 7 plants which he had taken, 7 varieties that he had taken. I hope you remember this. I was talking about other patterns of inheritance. Other patterns means incomplete dominance. Those who were present that day, you remember we talked about a flower where We have parents as red and white. And the next generation was what?
Pink.
What color?
Pink.
Pink. And this was known as incomplete dominance. We had talked about this incomplete. This is non-Mendelian inheritance. Why do we call it as non-Mendelian inheritance? Why is this called as a non-Mendelian inheritance, children?
Because it doesn't follow the law of dominance.
Yes, beta. It does not follow Mendel's law of dominance. Mendel's law of dominance says that only one character will express itself in the first generation, which will be dominant. But here, red and white, neither red comes nor white. There is a mixing of both the colors. So second, we talked about co-dominance. This also I did with you. This the example was what? The blood types. And in this, we talked about this one, especially A and B. Both A and B are dominant together. There is no character which is recessive. Then we talked about multiple allelism. This is again a case of blood groups. Polygenic inheritance also I did with you, human skin color and human height. Human skin color, let me go to a little detail about it. See, this is polygenic inheritance. More than 2 genes are involved. See, if in human skin color, 3 genes control the skin color, A, B, C. We are assuming that these are the 3 genes which control human skin color. If they're dominant, capital A, B, C, then it would be dark skin. And if they're recessive, then it would be light skin color. Let us imagine an individual where all the capitals are there. All of them, the alleles, you know, alleles always occur in pairs. So this is also capital A, capital A. This is also capital B, capital B. This is also capital C. So the color would be what? The skin color would be?
Darkest.
Darkest.
Because capital represents what? Capital represents a dark color. Let's come to this one. All small. All of them are small. So this would be which color?
Lightest.
Lightest.
Let me go for an option where we have 3 dominant and 3 recessive. Supposing A, capital B, capital C, small a, small b, small c. So 3 dominant and 3 recessive. Then what will be the skin color?
Intermediate skin color.
It would be intermediate. That means more than a pair of alleles is contributing to a character. That is why this character is known as this is known as polygenic inheritance. Because this character or this trait is controlled by several genes. Polygene, many genes. Many genes are going to control one trait. Here the trait is skin color. And many genes are controlling it. That is why this is known as which inheritance?
Polygenic inheritance.
Polygenic inheritance.
This is the 4th one we did. Pleiotropy. This I had done with you. I'm just taking up this topic again, though we had done this before the holidays. So quick revision. We just said इसका बिल्कुल उल्टा बेटा. यहाँ पे बहुत सारे genes are responsible for one character. This is polygenic inheritance. इसका बिल्कुल उल्टा कर दीजिए. One gene but responsible for many traits. Then it becomes pleiotropy. So this is almost the opposite of polygenic inheritance. Polygenic में बहुत सारा genes are responsible for one trait. And इसका बिल्कुल उल्टा करिए. One gene is responsible for many traits. Such a gene which is responsible for more than one trait is called as a pleiotropic gene. And this phenomena is known as what? This is known as pleiotropy. What is it called?
Pleiotropy.
Pleiotropy.
Pleiotropy. The best example is sickle cell anemia and phenylketonuria. These are the 2 examples you should remember. So this gene becomes a little abnormal. उसमें कुछ change आ जाता है. That is why this gene is also known as a mutant gene. You know the word mutation actually means a sudden change. So because your gene has changed suddenly, such a gene is also known as a mutant gene. What is it called? Mutant gene. Let us talk about phenylketonuria. There is only one gene pair, but it causes a lot of factors. For example, mental retardation, reduction in the hair, and reduction in the skin pigmentation. Skin pigmentation. All these 3 effects. मतलब एक gene but effects ज़्यादा. Then this is pleiotropy. And many genes causing only one effect. Then what is that phenomena called as?
Polygenic inheritance.
Don't get confused between polygenic inheritance and pleiotropy. Pleiotropy is just the opposite. This was an example in animals. Pleiotropy. एक example plants में भी देखते हैं बेटा. Now, in pea plant, starch is produced by a pair of genes, capital B, capital B. अगर आपके ये दोनों कैपिटल B है, then you will get large grains, large starch grains will be produced in P. But supposing small b होगा, then it is going to have smaller starch grains. Now they're going to show incomplete dominance. देखो बेटा, large size, small size, you're getting an intermediate size. So this is what? This is an example of which dominance?
Intermediate.
Incomplete dominance. We are doing non-Mendelian inheritance. The topic I have already done with you that day, that is non-Mendelian inheritance. Non-Mendelian, they do not follow. Which is the first one? Incomplete dominance. None of the character is dominant, दोनों mix होके express होते हैं. Then we talked about codominance, where you had blood groups. Both the alleles are called dominant, nobody is recessive. Multiple allelism, more than 2 alleles contribute for one character. For example, blood group over here. Polygenic inheritance, बहुत सारा genes, one character. Example again, you will give skin color, and pleiotropy इसका बिल्कुल उल्टा, one gene, many expressions. Like this one, in phenylketonuria, it will cause sickle cell anemia. Will also lead to many problems. Like sickle cell anemia will also cause reduction in hair, mental retardation. So problem एक ही gene में है, but effects बहुत सारे हैं. This is called pleiotropy. What is it called? Pleiotropy. Is it okay? And these are the 5 examples of which inheritance?
Non-Mendelian inheritance.
Yes,
Non-Mendelian inheritance.
Chalo, give me the headings, all the 5 topics of non-Mendelian inheritance. Which is the first one?
Incomplete dominance.
Incomplete dominance.
Complete dominance, where you'll give the example of that plant, which you did red flowers and white flowers, snapdragon. Second is, which one?
Codominance.
Codominance.
Very good. Third one?
Multiple allelism.
Yes, multiple allelism. Though we had done it before holidays, let's revise it. And the last, fourth one is polygenic inheritance. Just remember polygenic, multiple genes. And the last one is what?
Pleiotropy.
Pleiotropy. So these are all what? Basically, these are non-Mendelian inheritance. They do not follow. Let's talk about the chromosomal theory of inheritance. This theory was given by Walter Sutton and Boveri. In short, we call it as Sutton and Boveri theory. Chromosomal theory of inheritance somewhere in 1902. Given by whom?
Walter Sutton and Threadon-Boveri.
Yes. Actually, beta kya hua? Till 1900, whatever Mendel did, his work remained unnoticed. Nobody actually recognized that haan, such a great work is done. There were many reasons. Number one, communication was not easy. Mendel could not convey to everybody whatever work he had done. Next, his mathematical approach was new and it was unacceptable. It was believed earlier that biology can never mix with mathematics. And he was calculating ratios, 3:1, 1:2:1. So, us zamane ka biologist, they did not accept this approach. That is his mathematical approach. If you remember, bacha, Mendel used those 3:1, 2:1. तो वो सब maths को incorporate कर रहे थे biology में, which was not acceptable at that time. Number 3, this concept of factors, he could not explain that how factors cause variations. He just said ki haan, factors cause variations. Factors nowadays, what do we call them as?
Genes.
Genes. He said factors are responsible for variation, but he could not prove this. And worst part, he could not give the physical proof for factors. He kept on saying ki factors hote hain, but he could not show the people that these are the factors. So physical proof nahi tha for factors. So there were 4 main problems why his work did not get noticed. One, communication was not easy. Second, which approach was not acceptable?
Mathematical approach.
And this concept that factors cause variations was not understood and he could not explain it and he could not even give the proof of existence of factors. So we had more people who started working on this. We got a new theory, 1902, given by Sutton and Boveri. This is known as chromosomal theory. What does this theory say? When pairing takes place or separation of a pair of chromosomes takes place, either chromosomes का pair बन रहा है या separate हो रहा है, both the times beta. We are talking about pairing and separation of chromosomes leads to segregation of a pair of factors they carry. Supposing there are 2 chromosomes, one is carrying a factor A and the other is carrying a factor B. Now they are pair, तो A B एक साथ है. जब separation हो जाएगा, Okay, they'll go and form another new pairs. When separation will take place, so obviously factors be segregate हो जाएंगे. A वाला अलग चला जाएगा and B वाला अलग चला जाएगा. This is chromosomal theory. Understand again? Pairing, when pairing is going on, how does pairing going on? Supposing there's a pair of chromosomes, 1 and 2, they get separated, then 1 goes and pairs with 3, 2 goes and pairs with 4. तो एक नया combination बन गया, 1, 3 and 2, 4. So pairing and separation एक साथ चल रहा है. So when separation is going on or pairing is going on, then what also gets segregated? One more thing gets segregated, and that is factors. For example, there is a pair of chromosomes. First chromosome pe we have a gene. Let me call it factor ki jagah gene. First chromosome contains the gene A. Second chromosome contains the gene P. They exist as pairs. अब दोनों chromosome separate हो गए. Chromosome 1 and chromosome 2. तो बेटा AB भी separate हुआ या AB united है अभी भी? Is AB getting separated? The factors or the genes, are they getting separated or are they the same together only?
Separate.
They will also get separated. Certain united chromosomal segregation with Mendelian principles. Now he is adding both the things. What is he adding? He is adding whatever Mendel ne pata kara and apna wala ye process, chromosomal segregation wala. And dono ko mix karke he gave a theory which is known as chromosomal theory. His own theory was basically that when chromosomes get segregated, the chromosomes separate होंगे तो factors भी separate हो जाएंगे. That is all. He mixed this concept with Mendel's theory and then he got a new theory which is known as chromosomal theory. He said chromosomes are vehicles of heredity. Who is going to carry the heredity information from one generation to the other according to him?
Chromosomes.
If both the chromosomes are exactly similar, identical, then such a pair is known as
Homologous pair.
Homologous pair.
this pair will segregate when gamete formation is going to take place. Once when I started the class first lecture only, I told you about segregation. Whenever gamete formation will take place, these chromosomes will get segregated. मतलब दोनों separate हो जाएंगे. And these independent pairs will segregate independently of each other. One will not depend upon each other. दोनों separate हो जाएंगे and they will segregate independently. दोनों का mixing नहीं होगा. Red वाला अलग रहेगा, white वाला अलग रहेगा. They're going to get segregated independently of each other. So let us talk about this. His theory, his part in the theory is only this, that when separation is going to take place, factors will also get separated. Traits be separate ho jayenge. And he added it to Mendel's principle. He got this theory, which is known as chromosomal theory of inheritance. Which year was it given?
1902.
1902.
These genes, which Mendel called as factors, where are they present?
Chromosome.
Chromosomes. So each gene and chromosomes, they will have similar behavior or they'll have different behavior? Genes and chromosomes.
Similar behavior.
Beta genes are located on chromosomes. So obviously, whatever behavior will be the chromosome, the same behavior will be for genes also, because genes are located where? They're located on the
Chromosome.
they're located on the chromosome. इसको समझो चलो. Segregation of chromosomes. See these. Meiosis 1, anaphase stage. Meiosis 2, anaphase stage. क्या समझ में आ रहा है? What is basically happening over here? Are the chromosomes together or they've got segregated from each other?
They have segregated.
And they are getting segregated when gamete formation is taking place. When are they getting segregated?
During gamete formation.
Yes, beta, during gamete formation. Now tell me one thing. Name the person who combined Mendel's laws and his own laws. What was the names?
Walter.
Sutton and Boveri. Yes. Now, this chromosomal theory had to be proved. Who gave the theory, children? Very quickly, who gave the theory?
Pattern and Boveri.
But this was, and which year did they give this theory?
1902.
And then this theory was proved by Thomas Morgan. He proved the chromosomal theory by using fruit flies. You all need to remember the name of fruit flies. It is Drosophila melanogaster. Tell me the scientific name of fruit flies.
Drosophila melanogaster.
Now, one question that why did Morgan select fruit flies only? Nowadays also when certain experiments have to be done, this is the most suitable organism to be taken, Drosophila. Why do we take Drosophila only, beta, for study? Number one, they can grow on simple synthetic medium. What do you mean by synthetic medium?
Artificial.
In vitro.
Very good, very good. The life cycle span is very short, only 12 to 14 days. So obviously many generations can be studied. If you go, even if you go for 6 months research, we can study many generations because the lifespan is only how many days?
12 to
12
14 days.
12
There
to
is,
14 days.
Bache, there is no breeding period here. They can breed throughout the year. So we can study many generations. Hundreds of progenies per mating. And one time when they reproduce, they give birth to around hundreds of progenies. And you can easily distinguish both the genders. How can you distinguish? Male is smaller than the female. So the distinguishing is also not difficult. Bahar se, upar se dekh ke only you can differentiate. And most important, it has many types of heredity variations. Visible. You hardly need a complex microscope. Very low power microscope will also help you to see the variations between them. So there are many reasons why fruit flies are selected. Give me the scientific name of fruit flies.
Drosophila melanogaster.
Tell me which kind of a medium they can grow on.
Synthetic medium.
Yes, synthetic medium. What is the lifespan?
12 to 14 days.
Breeding takes place throughout the
Year.
yes. How many progenies produced at a time?
Hundreds of progenies.
And very easily you can distinguish between the male and the females, and you don't even need very high power microscopes to observe the variation in the characters. So that is the reason that Morgan selected fruit flies. Before I move on to the most complex topic, linkage, let me do this review. Chromosomal theory of inheritance. We had talked about Mendel now. Why Mendel's work was not noticed? Communication was not easy. Which approach was not acceptable? The concept that factors can cause variations, he could not explain. And most important, he could not give a physical proof. He could not show the world that what exists.
Factors.
However, these people, they rediscovered Mendel's law. We came up with a new theory in 1902 given by Sutton and Boveri, which is known as which theory?
Chromosomal inheritance.
See, this word inheritance, he has taken all the points of Mendel as well, inheritance theory. He has just added chromosomal part to it. What he has added of chromosomal part? कि जब chromosomes का pair segregate होगा, then factors will also get segregated. That's all. That is the only thing which he has added to Mendel's work. Mendel ka pura thing as it is he has taken, he just added chromosomal part to it. What did he say? When chromosomes normally they occur in pairs, when they are going to get separated, so factors भी क्या हो जाएंगे? Independently segregate हो जाएंगे. They'll get separated. So according to him, what are the carriers of cause of heredity?
Chromosome.
If both of them are identical, he called them as which pair?
Homologous pairs.
Homologous pair.
During gamete formation, what happens to these pair of chromosomes?
They segregate.
They segregate you.
In what style they segregate? What pattern?
Independently.
Independent pairs.
Okay. Genes are present on
Chromosomes.
Chromosomes.
So will they have a similar behavior or will they have different behavior? Yes, they're going to have a similar behavior because they're present on the chromosomes. Let's do this now. This theory is known as chromosomal theory of inheritance. This was proved by whom?
Thomas Hunt Morgan.
Yes. Which organism did he take for his experiments?
Drosophila melanogaster.
Drosophila. There are certain reasons why he took. Because they grow on which medium?
Synthetic medium.
Their lifespan is very short. Only how many days?
12 to 14.
12 to 14 days.
Do they have a breeding season?
No.
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 Breeding can take place throughout the year. How many progenies?
ma'am.
How many progenies?
Hundreds.
Hundreds of projects.
And do we need very complicated, complex microscopes to study them?
No, ma'am.
No, we don't need them. So that is why we easily go for Drosophila. We are moving on to the most complex topic of the chapter, that is linkage and recombination. If you don't understand, let me know. I'll take up this topic again because it is actually a complex topic. Does anyone have an idea about linkage and recombination before I start? Anyone? Linkage. What is linkage? Just now we read about a point. I'll tell you which one, okay? Read this. Yes. Just read this sentence. Then you'll be able to understand linkage in a better way. Read what Sutton and Boveri said. Read beta. चलो इसको समझ लेते हैं. Supposing we have two chromosomes, 1 and 2. Chromosome 1, chromosome 2, and they occur in pairs. Chromosome 1 के ऊपर we have A. Which gene is there? A. And chromosome 2 के ऊपर मान लेते हैं we have gene B. So according to Sutton and Boveri, जो 1 and 2 chromosomes separate होंगे या segregate होंगे, then will A and B also get segregated or not? Tell me, according to Sutton and Boveri, will they get separated, segregated or not? Class 12th, I'm saying there are two chromosomes, there is a pair of chromosomes. Okay? The first chromosome contains A, the factor is A. The second chromosome contains the factor B. Now both the chromosomes have got segregated, दोनों अलग हो जा रहे हैं. So will the factors also get separate or not? इसका अलग जाएगा, इसका अलग जाएगा या दोनों combine होके कुछ गड़बड़ होएगा? Tell me.
Then they will separate.
They'll separate according to whom?
Chromosomes.
According to Sutton and
Boveri.
Yes, this you have to understand before you understand linkage. अब इसको देखो. Physical association of two or more genes on a chromosome, they do not show independent assortment. Just an exception to what, just the opposite of what Boveri said. Boveri said that both the genes on a chromosome, supposing we have one chromosome. Now there's one little difference over here. There we talked about a pair of chromosomes. Here we are talking about a chromosome. A chromosome means?
One chromosome.
Yes. Now imagine it in this way, that there's a single chromosome and you have two or more than two genes on the chromosome. Now all of the genes, will they show independent assortment or they will not show? मतलब सब एक ही factor को contribute करेंगे या सब अलग-अलग करेंगे? That is what we are going to study now. We do not have a pair of chromosomes. We are talking about one chromosome. It's a little complicating topic. देखो बच्चा, we have one chromosome. मान लिया we have one chromosome, and there are two genes on it. अभी start करने के लिए let us assume how many genes are there? 2. So as a rule, both of them should show independent assortment. पहले pair में भी तो ऐसे ही हो रहा था, but ऐसा होता नहीं है. These genes, they remain connected to each other. There's a physical linkage. They're linked to each other. This process is what we call as linkage. सो लिंकेज का एक बेसिक कॉन्सेप्ट जो समझ में आना चाहिए, सपोजिंग देयर इज अ टेबल, द टेबल इज योर क्रोमोसोम हियर एंड देयर आर टू पेंसिल्स, इन पेंसिल्स को हम जीन्स मान लेते हैं। अगर आप दोनों को साथ साथ कहीं पे सपोजिंग टिप्स को ज्वाइन करके रखो, सो आर दे लिंक टू ईच अदर? इज देयर अ फिजिकल लिंकेज और अ फिजिकल एसोसिएशन बिटवीन द टू पेंसिल्स? If you join the tips,
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
exactly something like this happens. There is one chromosome, there are two or more than two genes, but वो एक दूसरे से बिल्कुल अलग अलग नहीं है बच्चा. Physically associated, they are in contact with each other, they're linked to each other. The word is linked, and this process is called linkage. And obviously because they're linked to each other, they will not show independent assortment. Independent वो है ही नहीं है because वो आपस में linked है. So they will they show independent assortment or not?
No, ma'am.
Obviously they cannot show because they're linked to each other. So how can it be possible that they can show independent assortment? So linkage में one thing we need to remember, how many chromosomes are there?
Two or more. Two.
Yeah. Chromosome, not genes.
Chromosome.
Yes, there is only one chromosome. And we are imagining that how many genes are there?
Two or more. Two or more.
Yes, there are two or more genes. Are they physically linked to each other? Is there a physical association between these genes? Yes. So this is called linkage. And will they show independent assortment?
No, ma'am.
No, they will not show. In the next class, I'll take up some figures with you, diagrams to explain linkage. अभी सिर्फ थोड़ा सा theory I will tell you. Then linkage को अच्छे से with the help of diagrams we'll understand. What is recombination? ये देखो ये topic एक साथ चल रहा है. Linkage and recombination. That means recombination has something to do with linkage. Recombination means some character is generated which is non-parental. Parents had some other gene combinations, and जो next generation आ रहा है, they are having non-parental gene combinations. Which kind of combinations? Parental or non-parental?
Non-parental.
देखो ऐसा पहले इसका एग्जाम्पल समझ लो. What do I mean? Let's go for Drosophila. We just studied about Drosophila कि हमने इसको क्यों लिया. We've taken a yellow-bodied, white-eyed female. The color of the body is yellow, but the eyes are white. And here we took males, brown bodies, and what color?
Red-eyed.
This is one combination we took, and this is the other combination we took. The eyes are white and miniature wings. Wings are small. Here the eyes are red and we put large wings. Now Morgan is trying to cross them. Let's see what he found in the F1 progeny. He found that the two genes did not segregate independently. They do not segregate independently. अभी हमने पढ़ा था ना ये वाला. They do not segregate. Independent assortment नहीं होगा. And normal जो हमारा F2 ratio आता है बेटा in a dihybrid cross, it is 9:3:3:1, right?
Yes, ma'am.
This ratio will not come. This ratio will not come. This will get deviated. And let us assume that the genes were located on which chromosome?
X chromosome.
X chromosome. देखो बेटा दोनों के दोनों जीन्स एक ही क्रोमोसोम पे हैं. That is which chromosome?
X chromosome.
अगर एक ऐसा केस आ जाए when on the same chromosome you have got two genes, then the proportion of parental gene combinations will be higher than the non-parental type. देखो बच्चे इसको फिर से समझो. एक ही क्रोमोसोम है, दो जीन्स हैं और दोनों जीन्स आपस में लिंक्ड है. They are linked to each other. Okay? So when they'll pass on, independent assortment नहीं होगा. ठीक है? Both of them will go together only. So कौन सा combination ज्यादा जाएगा? Parental और non-parental? Parental. For example, on one chromosome, you've got two genes. One is leading to tallness, supposing, and the other is also leading to tallness. and they're linked to each other. Segregate नहीं हो रहे, दोनों के दोनों progeny में चले जाएंगे. Obviously, the genes came from the parents, and as it is, they are being passed on. So the parental combination will be higher. थोड़ा सा और समझो, then I'll explain you the diagram. Genes of the white-eyed and yellow body, ये वाले जो थे बेटा, they were very tightly linked. अब लिंकेज टाइट भी हो सकता है, लूज भी हो सकता है. एक ही क्रोमोसोम पे हैं, आपस में लिंक्ड है, बट लिंकेज को भी टाइट और लूज. Let us assume कि ये दोनों बहुत tightly linked थी. The gene which causes the body to be yellow and the gene which causes the eyes to be white, they were very tightly linked. Only कितना recombination, कितना change आया from the parents? Only how many %?
1.3%.
Rest entire was exactly the same as the parents, because what did not take place? देखो बेटा, this is because the genes were linked to each other. Independent assort नहीं हुए, एक साथ pass on हुए. Let's talk about this. They're loosely linked. So how much % of recombination?
37.2%.
We are trying to understand that if the genes are linked tightly, then recombination is low or high? Low. Recombination means naya pattern, naya characters. And if the genes are linked loosely, then what is the level of recombination? High or low?
High.
Yes, it is higher. Don't worry. Next class, I'll again take up with a few more figures to explain this to you. Chalo, isko phir dekhte hain. There is one chromosome. On one chromosome, there are 2 or more than 2 genes, and they are physically associated. मतलब एक दूसरे से connected है, एक दूसरे से बिल्कुल अलग अलग है, ऐसा नहीं है. They are joined to each other somewhere. Such an association is called as, what is it called?
Linkage.
So those genes which are in a linkage, will they show independent assortment?
No, ma'am.
Yes, they will not show independent assortment. Recombination. See this one. Now, non-parental combinations, something different from the parent. अगर कोई character आता है, that is known as recombination. Does recombination depend on linkage? अभी एक example बताया था. Will recombination depend on linkage? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
How? अगर linkage strong है, okay, then combination is low or high? Yes, beta. And if it is linkage is very loose, then the recombination is
High.
so one thing very clear, that recombination actually depends upon what?
Linkage.
Linkage. अगर genes tightly linked है तो recombination, मतलब parents से जो अलग character होता है, that is known as recombination, that would be less beta. Otherwise it would be more. Let me do this with you again. देखो, we did this. These are the parentals. Yellow, white. Yellow, white. Let's come to this. These are the wild type. F1 generation में we got wild and yellow white. दोनों अलग अलग चल रहे हैं, कोई मिक्सिंग नहीं हो रहा है, कोई ब्लेंडिंग नहीं हो रहा है. आगे से आके if you see, parental percentage is 98.7. तो आपको क्या लग रहा है, लिंकेज स्ट्रॉन्ग है कि वीक है?
Strong.
Recombinant मतलब थोड़ा पेरेंट से जो अलग कैरेक्टर्स आए, that is only 1.3%. Okay, so obviously this shows the linkage is going to be strong or it is weak.
Strong linkage.
Yes, it is strong. इधर चलते हैं. Parental is 62.